The fact is that the very need for a clarion call has been necessitated by the fact, Dr. Patra, that we've been caught off guard. Now, the charge against your government is that you've got the likes of JSW Steel, Nippon, Tata Steel, nobody else helping you out. But if the government had planned this better, if you'd done your modeling better, if you were more alert to the challenge, less focused on the elections in Bengal, then maybe this could have been done in advance. So instead of having a situation where for days on end, people are grasping for breath and dying because of lack of oxygen, a lot of this could have been prevented. Dr. Patra.
See, Rahul, first and foremost, my heart goes out for Rohit Sardana, a dear friend and one of the finest anchors in the India Today group. My obituaries to him. And coming to the question that you ask, look, I was in fact searching that letter, which I always had on my table, but today I don't know, I have misplaced it. The letter was of last year. It was in 2020 that a letter was issued around September, October to almost all the states that you have to ramp up your oxygen production in keeping with a second pandemic wave that might happen in this country. And this was by the Drug Controller of India. Almost all the states received this. And in fact, it also categorically spoke about how the industrial oxygen can be converted into medical liquid oxygen, LMO. So in fact, that we had not warned the state is something which is unfounded. The states were warned. Number two, not only the states were warned, PSA plans, almost 162 PSA plans were ordered across the country. For instance, Delhi had to have 8 PSA plans. Other states, in fact, had their own quota. And land allotment for these PSA plans were the subject of the state government. Some state governments did allot the land timely and they had their plans. Some state governments could not do so. Thirdly, as far as oxygen distribution is concerned, scientifically, there are 3 parts to it. The source from which the oxygen generation happens. For instance, the steel plants are the source. Second is the logistic or the transportation, the cryogenic tankers, etc. And the third and the most important thing is the storage as well, about which we are not talking. As far as the source is concerned, let me be categorical. In the Prime Minister's Empowered Group meeting, the data was given that India is producing almost 3,300 metric ton of oxygen extra than what it was doing per day previously. So in fact, we are supplying in excess to what the requirement is. The difficulty is in the transportation, that is the logistics, and in storage. Every hospital needs to augment its storage. And in fact, I'm sorry to state, many of the state governments should have issued their orders well before time to the hospitals, the government hospitals as well as the private ones, that please augment your storage capacity, because even if we bring in the oxygen, where will you store? For instance, in Delhi, about a couple of days ago, a letter has gone to all the hospitals, nursing homes, etc., that please augment your storage capacity now with your money. And if you don't do so, you will be the one who will be facing the penal, the punishment because of the disaster law that is on function. So I believe all these could have been, in fact, preempted, could have been done by the state government.